Hi there, I'm Tony and I'm going to talk to you about synapses today. So what we have here is the presynaptic neuron, the synaptic cleft and the postsynaptic neuron. Now the first thing that happens in this process is that the action potential is going to travel down the presynaptic neuron. When the action potential reaches this area, it causes a change in the potential difference across the membrane. Here we have voltage-gated calcium ion channels. Now the change in potential difference across the membrane that is happening because of this action potential causes these voltage-gated channels to open. When the voltage-gated channels open, the calcium ions diffuse in, and this causes these vesicles here to migrate and move towards the membrane of the presynaptic neuron. Inside these vesicles, you will find the neurotransmitters. Now, this is a very special chemical that carries the nerve impulse across the synaptic cleft. Once these vesicles are moving towards this membrane, they then bind and fuse with the membrane where exocytosis occurs. During exocytosis, the neurotransmitter is released into the synaptic cleft. So the neurotransmitter is represented by these orange dots here, and ACH stands for acetylcholine. Now that is an example of a neurotransmitter. The neurotransmitter diffuses across the synaptic cleft and then binds with receptors found on the postsynaptic neuron. Okay? Now, when it binds, the neurotransmitter binds to these receptors, it causes sodium ion channels to open. Okay? Now, when these sodium ion channels open, sodium ions are going to diffuse and travel across the membrane into the postsynaptic neuron. When this occurs, it causes a change in the potential difference of this membrane. Now, if that change reaches a certain threshold, then it will initiate another action potential in this neuron. And that action potential is represented by this pink arrow here. Now, while this is happening, the neurotransmitter needs to be recycled and taken back up into the presynaptic neuron so that we can recycle all those important different chemicals so that our body isn't wasting energy synthesizing new neurotransmitter all the time. And so there you have it. That is how synaptic transmission occurs.